Hey, it has been so long since I used Moonology. I went looking for them and I couldn't find them, but they were right here. I about freaked out. Welcome in. We have a full moon in Capricorn. How are you feeling? Let's talk about it. We're going to pull extra cards, Lunar Nomad, Moonology, Rider-Waite Tarot, nail problem. Let's go. Well, I know I said it's a pick a card, but today on this full moon, it's a pick a pile. So let's start. This is group 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's see what these messages have for us. As I mentioned, huge transits, a lot of galactic communication where you're experiencing telepathy with people that you may have never experienced before. Changing interests, leveling up in some ways. And some may actually hear like this buzzing of communication. The energy is strong. Now, let's see what group 1 has to say. Are you with me? You ready? All right, let's go. Gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goals. This is amazing. This is that full moon energy of Capricorn where you've worked hard personally for things and it's coming in. So when I'm actually recording this, it is a gibbous moon. We're just that close to when you see this on the full moon. So what was happening? Did you feel that energy because it's strong and whatever is coming to a head, so to speak, is really a very ripe time and a very ripe situation as indicated from the book Moonology. But I will also tell you that you're reaching some goals in your life, professional goals, education, partnership goals. And now you're wondering what's next and thinking about it a lot. So let's keep going. Rider-Waite Tarot. Oh my gosh, the moon. You are really vibing with this full moon. Pluto energy, Scorpio energy, but all the water signs, you're feeling it. You know, you've got that knowing. That knowing is knowing, but you don't know how you know. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to make light of it. It's really, this can be a deep dive, but it's also where you finally have hit your stride, the balance you need, and that moon is shining the way for you. No matter how tumultuous it looks, you are on the right path. Double confirmation on that. And then Lunar Nomad, Oracle, Shears, 10. So see, you have reached the culmination. It can look like a weapon. Scissors, cutting away, shredding things, getting rid of things. And that's definitely something that needs to be done. But it doesn't have to be dramatic either. It can be about trimming up some weeds, making the flowers look beautiful, making sure all the details are attended to as you go on to the next venture, project, idea. And it's something that you really want to clear the path for yourself, as if you're walking through a new garden and forest area behind your house that you've just created, and you need to rake the leaves and trim the trees and the hedges so you can not only find your way but plant new seeds. That is very interesting. Don't you think, you guys? All right, let's look at 2. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So listen, if you pick this pile, the next new moon in Leo is actually July 24th. And if you study astrology, it's Leo at 2 degrees. Okay? So between this full moon and the 24th, confidence is going to be your key to success. Confidence in knowing you're on the right path. Confidence in trusting the knowing what the knowing is. I love that. And of course, Leo fire energy. Strength, courage. Be humble, though. Be humble. Page of Pentacles. This is where you're getting messages about what is coming next. It's another indication, you guys, that you have new beginnings, new successes coming in. It can very well be about money, work, abundance, but it's something that you've been really working towards. It's the knowing. You know what it is. Drop me a comment about what you know the knowing is. But for many of you, I think you've reached out to get new jobs, opportunities. You're just leveling up for sure, and you're feeling it. You're getting the signs. For me, I've been seeing repeating numbers constantly. Usually it's feathers or something else, but right now, a lot of repeating numbers. And I'm going to trust that there's signals that I am on the right path. You guys like the pick of cards? Will you hit the like and let me know? All right. And bouquet. So group 2. My friend. Opportunities coming in. Love. Abundance. This is also about encouragement. And I love that, you guys. And to celebrate the arrival of goodness in your life. 9s are completions. But as I said, new beginnings are coming in. I love this. And allow this bouquet to be an affirmation of love, affection, and goodness in your life. Whatever that means to you, these new beginnings, they're coming in. Expect beauty all around you, and it will come. I love that. I hope you do too. All right, let's move this and look at 3. All right, 3. Excuse me. Time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So this is when the intensity of that full moon that we're having starts to fade, and you can really understand where you are, and it's okay to be where you are. This is a pause before that new moon on the 24th. If you feel like you need to take a little time out, here's your sign. And for many of us, this is, a lot of new shifting energy, strong, energetic, electromagnetic frequencies hitting us scientifically. So if you feel tired, you need a break, you need to take good care of your health, this is an indication to just do that. It's time to also share your wisdom and experience with someone else. It's helping them see their own light in the darkness. Let's look at the tarot card. All right, so 6 of Swords. While you're in this pause, you're planning to leave a situation. You're thinking about it, and I think many of us at this time, this pivotal time in July and in this year, we know what we want to do next. That knowing thing again. But you may have not really communicated about it yet. You may not have taken a move yet. You're kind of in that pause. But this is where you want to make a change. You want to move. You want to leave a certain situation. Some of you just want to take a trip. But right now, there's a need to pause. Now let's look at Lunar Nomad. The Ring. Many of you may feel very tied to a commitment, and you want to leave that situation. That could be work, could be love, could be friends, could be a lot of things. I think that many of us are changing who we hang around with, what we like to do, what we enjoy talking about. It's all changing and rapidly. This ring is here to remind you, though, of those commitments. So think about that before you just swiftly make a decision. Do take some time out to breathe and think about this. Sword energy can be very fast. And with this full moon, too, you're thinking about what you want to move away from. We want to move away from limiting beliefs. So what does that open up to us? And when I say us, I mean me too. Like, I relate to all of this, you guys, and I hope you get that vibe from me. This is about contracts. And as we go through pretty good, heavy retrograde season coming up, that'll start with Mercury, for one, on the 18th. Review contracts, rethink things, repurpose things, I want to say, and also reevaluate what you think you want, where you think you want to go, and even on the simplest terms. Like, I really want to take a vacation, but I can't afford it, right? And I just need to take time out and make it a staycay and save money. But I could rapidly make a decision and drop some money on a trip and worry about it later. However, this is a reminder about the contracts we have with people, and even with ourselves, and even with our finances and budget, as I think of the full moon in Capricorn. And I do want you guys to know, like, there will be big global shifts and ends and karmic consequences coming up. Big announcements from companies. I see it coming already. Now back to this, though. It does very much relate to partnerships, marriage, and commitment. So I talked a lot about the other stuff. Now let's talk about your relationship. Ask yourself, am I in the right relationship with the situation at hand? What commitments no longer serve me? Okay, so it could be a lot of things. What makes your heart sing is a good question to ask yourself when you see this card. What feeds your spirit? And that is all week I've been talking about Venus and Gemini now, and a heavy, strong Venus energy. What do we want? What do we desire? What do we love? What do we want to talk about? What do we want to think about and share, and who? It's all changing. Measure your commitments against these questions, and you will be led to more goodness than you can imagine, is something I want you to keep in mind, group 3. Sorry for playing with the cards. Sorry, not sorry. So if we look at all 3, there's an interesting movement here from the full moon to this, what is this called again? The disseminating moon to the new moon. So please take this reading from today, July 10th, with the energy going to July 24th and beyond. And really understand there's no need to get lost in illusion or confusion. You are on the right path. I want you to see the sunny side of this full moon, okay? And look for all of these new opportunities and messages coming in, and trust them. Trust you to know what these signs mean, where they guide you. There is a lot about love and commitment in this reading for those of you who are in those kind of partnerships. So you may really be thinking about that. But this is more about achieving goals and careers and things we love and people we love. So I really want you to think about these contracts, commitments, and being the light for someone else in a dark moon phase. All right, after this new moon, full moon, bright big full moon, it's going to start to get darker and darker. You might feel this Pluto kind of confused. I don't know if that's the right way, but it really is. And it, in a sense, you're not moving away from something, but to something. So don't let the sword energy in your mind, which can very much be quick and relate to fear, cause a disruption in some of these commitments and relationships. Now, here, water, energy, earth, and air. So it really covers everybody. And again, I would pay attention to this from now until after the 24th, full moon to the new moon. What a wonderful message to think about. Tend to your garden so it's just a beautiful bouquet that you can expect good things to come from. Honor your commitments and be the light. Look, I'm showing you my nail. I hate that, but we're going to go with it. Because look what happened. We're going to go with it. And as you take a break, though, I really want you to be the light for somebody that you have a commitment, a contract with. I think they need you. And now I'll go fix my nail. I love you guys. I hope you do enjoy this full moon. Be sure to take your crystals and put them in the energy of the moon. I'll put them on my windowsills. And I love to put water out. I'll probably use this fantastic bowl that I have the runes in. I'm going to take them out and add water and let it sit in the moonlight. And hopefully that water will help invigorate me, the channel, our connection, and abundance. And I hope that for you as well. Thank you for sitting with me. I'm sorry I made a mess of the cards. Have a great day, evening, and come back. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.